It was a Thursday afternoon, the kind of afternoon where the building feels heavier because exam results have just been returned. Even though I teach in the latter half of the first year, you can always sense when a first year student is carrying something inside. Their shoulders drop, their eyes avoid yours just a little, and you can tell the day is taking something out of them. One student lingered after class. She held her books close the way people hold on to something when they feel like they're losing control. After everyone left, she finally said, Dr. Godfrey, I don't think I'm supposed to be here. I study, I try, I do everything I can, but I'm still not doing well on exams. Maybe this just isn't for me. I've had this conversation many times, not because students aren't intelligent or capable, but because the first year of nursing school stretches every part of you, your confidence, your habits, your identity, and your belief in yourself. So today we're talking about that moment, the moment students ask themselves whether they should keep going. So welcome everyone to OB Clarity with Dr. Godfrey. We are on episode 16. And yes, today's title is the question every student asks, should I keep going? Students enter nursing school having succeeded academically their entire lives, but nursing school requires a different kind of thinking. Memorization turns into application. Application turns into critical reasoning. And multiple choice questions suddenly feel like clinical puzzles. For many first year students, that shift is jarring. They start to interpret struggle as failure. They begin to believe, maybe I'm not cut out for this. Everyone else seems to get it. If it's this hard now, I'll never make it. But struggling is not proof that you don't belong. Struggling is often the beginning of transformation. So let's talk about the purpose conversation. When a student tells me they're thinking about leaving, I don't rush to give pep talks. I don't say, don't worry, you'll be fine. Instead, I ask, why are you here? Truly. Because purpose shapes perseverance. Some students are here because nursing is their dream. Others are here because of pressure, expectation, or fear of disappointing someone. But nursing asks for more than good intentions. Nursing requires a reason strong enough to sustain you through long nights, complex tasks, and self doubt. So we talk about purpose. Number one, is this your passion? Number two, is this your calling? Number three, are you here for you or for someone else? I want to say that again. Are you here for you or for someone else? Because that's a big question that only you can answer. That clarity matters. It can be the difference between burnout and breakthrough. So, when the student can do it but needs to reorganize their life, often the problem isn't the student, it's the structure of their life. Nursing school demands alignment. When we sit down and look at the big picture, many students need to adjust. What do they need to adjust, you ask? They need to adjust their work schedules, their study habits, how they prepare for exams, how they manage distractions, how early they ask for help, and how they organize their week. Once these changes take place, students often realize I am capable. I just had to adjust my approach. And that shift from chaos to structure, from panic to purpose, can completely transform their confidence. So let's talk a little about when honesty is the kindest support. Hmm. But there's another side to this conversation. Not every student is ready or suited for the demands of nursing. I'm going to repeat that. Not every student is ready or suited for the demands of nursing. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't mean you might not do it someday, but it might not be right now. Okay? And it doesn't mean that the student's not intelligent or hardworking. It simply means nursing asks for a very specific skill set: emotional steadiness, rapid decision making, focus under pressure, attention to detail, and most of all, what I love the most is resilience. Yes, nursing takes resilience. And if a student is consistently overwhelmed despite tutoring, effort, planning, and support, it may be time to explore whether another path would serve them better. Honest conversations are not discouragement, they're compassion. They help students build futures that fit them, not futures that crush them. So let's look at the middle group, discouraged but capable. Most students fall into this category, discouraged but capable, overwhelmed but teachable, struggling but meant to be here. These students need guidance, structure, accountability, and someone who believes in them until they can believe in themselves. When students receive the right support, they rise, not because the journey gets easier, but because their confidence grows stronger. So, in closing, I'm going to return to this story. That student who stayed after class, she didn't drop out. Mm-mm. Instead, she reorganized her life around the program. She changed her study approach, reduced work hours, reached out sooner, and protected her purpose. And slowly her confidence returned. She walked across the graduation stage with clarity, pride, and proof that discouragement is not the end, it's a turning point. And was I so happy to see that student walk across that stage? It warmed my heart to the fullest. So that's what I want every nursing student to know. Struggle doesn't mean stop. Struggle often means shift, grow, reassess, and then continue with purpose. So, thank you so much for joining me for this episode of OB Clarity with Dr. Godfrey. Whether you're a student navigating doubt or an educator guiding someone through it, remember, and you know what I'm going to say, always assess, don't guess.